runs through mid-on. Singh after it, labouring a little. So 3 runs to Sarwan. He's off the mark now. There's a drive. That's just too full. That's the sort of thing that the batsmen are looking for. That's a green line right there.
And this is what the batsmen have to wait for. Full, where they can hit it in front of them, where they can hit it in the V.
Nipping it back again. Too high. You can see it's very high. Straight legs, jumping. So no problem with that one. Going hard, gets a bonus because of it. Another boundary for Chris Gayle.
He signaled his intention to play like this. His first boundary was pretty similar. Had no intention of keeping that down. Just opened the face of the bat and slashed it.
There's a slight error, looks like more runs here, punching it over the bowler.
It's a powerful man, Chris Gayle. That wasn't particularly well timed. He uses his height, gets on top of it, bangs it into the ground.
Gayle's just smeared him away mid-on. Not really looking to come forward, but then sees the length and goes at it quite late.
He's just held his ground, Chris Gayle, and fetched that from outside off stump through mid-on. No movement of the feet whatsoever. Just stood there, hit it like a baseball batter. And this was a beautiful delivery. Touching down just about off stump and shaping away from the bat. Sarwan getting caught a number of times now with his 2 feet together in the crease.
There's the going hard. It's too full, gone too far. 2 more than 4.
He's made up his mind, Chris Gayle. He's not going to hang around on this track. It'll be eggs or young ones. And there he goes. It's right up in his arc and just hits straight through that.
Well, that's too wide. Another 4.
He's going to have to start thinking very soon, Rahul Dravid. This was savage. Out of the middle of the bat. Hit like a rocket.
VRV Singh replacing Patel. First ball in Test cricket, and it goes for a boundary. Oh, Sarwan's joined the party. Joining the party up here, and with that lady also, Tony Cozier and Shiva.
She enjoys her cricket. She's been here all through the One Day International. She's always here, and she enjoys every moment of it, and of course even now more so. So boundary to Sarwan. over their pack today. Well, not quite full yet, but will be. Very disappointingly small crowd yesterday. Much bigger today. Full toss. Big appeal. Umpire says not out. It seemed just a slip from his grasp. Certainly surprised Sarwan. The Indians are astounded that the decision didn't go to Singh. What a start to his Test career.
Well, Vikram Singh not getting the release right. Also taking the batsman by surprise. Doesn't warrant an appeal this. It's too high, too wide.
Full toss, leg before appeal, 4.
The second time he's played in that area. Ravnarith Sarwan. And this has been an extremely good shot. It's more the hand-eye coordination, not a great deal of feet movement. Steady head and good flow of the bat.
Big appeal this time, and umpire will say not out. They're begging for it. Well, they did for the one before with the full toss, which was clearly too high and going down leg side. We'll have a look at this one now. What an eventful over to start off your Test career.
Again, it's the height factor. Vikram Singh is a tall man, hitting him above the knee roll. Still a bit of a distance to travel, 4 feet from the crease to the stumps. And good decision from Asad Rauf.
Glance for 4. So that finishes off a very eventful over. His first in Test cricket for Singh. 64 for 1 at the end of it. Correction, 68 for 1 at the end of it. Another boundary. Greets Patel. 10th of the innings.
He's been in super form, Chris Gayle. You can't afford to bowl short and wide to him. He's very strong at that area, and he makes this pitch look as though it's a batting beauty. In total control.
Banged away. Chris Gayle with an emphatic blow just before lunch.
Really doesn't matter to him whether it's the first over of the day or the last over before lunch. This was stand and deliver. Didn't bother running.
Vikram Singh, tall, nice build for a fast bowler, nice action, very smooth. Only the age of 21. And the Indian selector have seen something in him. They picked him to come here. 2 Test matches against England before coming here. A very nerve-wracking start for him in this Test match. Correction. He played one-day internationals against England, not Test. This is his debut in Tests. He played one-day internationals. Last ball, probably before lunch. it is. Up come the bails. So at lunch on the second day of the first test in the series between India and the West Indies. West Indies off to a quick start, 81 for 1, replying to India's 241. Overall session of 69 minutes because of the late start, 81 runs scored and 14 overs bowled, and that's in fact just the West Indies innings, not counting the Indian innings, the end of the Indian innings this morning. Gayle's been the one who has motivated things. He's been the catalyst.
Just the one wicket in that session for the Indian bowlers. That was Darren Ganga, who was leg before to Munaf Patel for 9. Chris Gayle, as we expected, has transferred the pressure from his own team back onto the opposition with a quick fire knock of 45, and Sarwan, playing his natural game, is not out on 19. The inexperienced Indian bowling attack having a few problems. The pick of the bowlers in that session was Munaf Patel. We have yet to see Anil Kumble in the Indian plan, but he will be seen sooner than later, I would assume. Well, time for a short break as lunch has been taken. After the break, you'll see the post-lunch session of day 2. Stay with us.
A lovely shot. Good fielding. It's been one of the batsmen, dudes, that's hit a couple of good hard drives down the ground. We haven't seen it in any of the Indian innings. He's played one lovely drive earlier today. Well, that's just too short and wide and dealt with by a class player.
This is another area where he's strong, Ramnaresh Sarwan. He's a good cutter of the ball against either the quicker stuff or against the spinners. And he just waited on this one. Had all the time in the world to get on top of it. And found that gap back with a point. Out of the middle of the bat. Just roll the wrists on it to keep it down.
Well bowled right in the block hole.
Isn't afraid to pitch the ball up, VRV Singh. And this is a good one. Right in the block hole. It's been driven down the ground, but still has the courage to come back up looking for that Yorker.
And again, there's another boundary.
Oh, he's just making use of everything that's pitched up, Chris Gayle. This was up in the slot, leaned back a little bit, so it carried in the air for a while, but wide of mid-off, and had sufficient power, which it normally does, to get past that fieldsman and give him no chance.
Oh, good take there from Dhoni.
It's good mobility from Dhoni. Full extension. Kept his eyes on it.
Well, that was a genuine edge, and that'll be his 50. It's gone for another boundary. That's his 23rd Test 50. He's already got 700s at this level, but this one couldn't have come at a better time for the West Indies.
Just 57 balls, Chris Gayle. 50s and 700s in Test cricket.
Not the greatest conversion rate from 50s into hundreds, but he's got an opportunity here. Oh, he's missed it, Donny. He was off his pad, I thought. And he'll go away for another boundary. And you feel the wheels are just starting to fall off the truck here with India.
Got to try a new tactic or execute better than this. Things aren't going well. He's got to marshal his forces now.
No ball there, and that will bring up the 100. In just 16.4 overs at a run rate of 6 and over. And that'll go. He'll get 2 at least. There's a good chase here by the third man boundary. Oh, he saved it. Well done. A very good chase indeed. He must have covered 60 metres there. Kaif there, doing a fantastic effort. Really put in the big ones there along the boundary.
This would hit hard enough to go. And a good bit of work there.
Oh, that's a good shot. One bounce, 4. He is on a roll at the moment. 6 runs from the over, 108 for 1. Chris Gayle on 60, and he just hit a magnificent boundary. Close to him, inside out, over top of backward point. Almost his best shot for the match for me. Oh, beautiful shot. Just a foot over pitch, and he smashed it through wide of mid-on.
And this was well played. One of the few orthodox shots we've seen Chris Gayle play. But he did everything he needed to do. It pitched right up in the slot. And just went with the flow.
I don't think the umpires will be too happy of him running up the middle of the pitch, but he is wearing rubbers. He's not wearing spikes. It was in the air, but scorer just right down another boundary.
He's really flying now, Chris Gayle. Anything loose is getting seriously hit. Hit with a lot of power. Picked the gap, so didn't have to keep it down. It's 4 more to Chris Gayle.
Did he pick the googly? It was the googly. He just smashed it. Oh, it's a good battle, isn't it? Between leg spinner and batsman. Into the over, 116 for 1.
Good delivery. Again, the combination of a good line and good length had the batsman in trouble. This is what I said when I said there's something in the pitch for the seam bowlers, but you have to be patient. You've got to build up a number of deliveries in this area, stop the batsmen from scoring and build up to your wicket-taking delivery. Whether they have the skill at this young and tender age to do it is the other thing. They're very young, these seamers. They're very young. Remember that. They're very young. And they're learning.
And Sarwan is not the kind of player who will miss out on scoring opportunities. Picks up his 6th boundary.
It's a lovely shot beyond drive. Bottom hand comes off the bat because he wants to present the full face of the bat and keep the full face of the bat. It brings up the 100 partnership as well between Gayle and Sarwan. Look at the face of the bat.
Good stop there. Gayle will feel that he's missed out on a scoring opportunity.
It's too short again, isn't it? We showed you the length at the beginning of the over that is desired, and you just saw from that side-on view how short that delivery was, and also a little wide of off stump.
Again dispatched with disdain. Easy pickings for Gayle.
I suppose the idea was to try to deceive him with a lack of pace. It was a slower delivery, I think. But Gayle is in such beautiful form. Very few players can punch the ball back down the ground as powerfully as Gayle does. He's a tall man, so he can hit even the short delivery on the up.
You've got to be consistent as a bowler. Two well-settled batsmen are out in the middle. You've got to, at times, start playing with the patience. And by conceding a lot of runs, what Srishant is doing, he will make Anil Kumble a bowler who has to restrict runs. Glorious. He is fantastic to watch when he's in full flow, and he is in full flow.
It's a nice shot. He played an on drive a couple of overs ago under Sarwan. Tried to keep a full face at the back presented to the ball. He's in full control here. He's in control, Sarwan.
And again, straying in line. Just the point that Ian Bishop is trying to emphasize. You've got to be consistent. The field is set on the offside. Short and wide. But brilliantly stopped by Yuvraj Singh. Saves 4 runs for India. 27 overs gone. It's 137 for 1.
Strikes, and Chris Gayle's tremendous innings of 72, an aggressive innings from Gayle, ended with a slip catch at just the right time. So often it happens just after a drinks break. Good delivery.
Took the experience of Kumble to find the edge of Gayle's bat. Not a big turner of the ball, but he worries batsmen with bounce. celebrations. They'll be delighted to see the end of Gayle. It's been a good innings, a belligerent 72 from him. 137 for 2.